Once upon a time, there were two children called Hansel and Gretel. They lived in a house on the edge of the forest with their father and their mean stepmother. They were very poor and didn't have much food to eat. One day, Hansel and Gretel's father went into the forest to chop some wood for the fire. Whilst he was away, Hansel and Gretel's stepmother told them to follow her into the forest to help her pick some berries. But really, the stepmother wanted to leave them in the forest so there would be more food for herself. Hansel and Gretel were very clever and knew their stepmother was trying to trick them. So they gathered up some breadcrumbs and left a trail on their journey to help them find their way back home. When they arrived in the middle of the forest, their stepmother ran off as quickly as she could. Hansel and Gretel began to follow the breadcrumb trail back home. But the breadcrumbs had been eaten by the birds. Hansel and Gretel were soon lost and feeling very hungry. Hansel and Gretel kept walking until they began to smell some delicious food. They followed the smell to a house made out of sweets. Hansel and Gretel were so hungry that they started to eat as many sweets as they could. Suddenly, an evil witch appeared and trapped them in a magic cage.
"I'm going to eat you both up," said the witch.
The witch started to make a fire to cook Hansel and Gretel on, but it was hard work and the witch soon got tired.
"Would you like me to build the fire for you?"
asked Gretel. The witch agreed and made poor Gretel collect all the wood and make the fire by herself. When Gretel had finished, the fire was big and hot. The witch was so pleased that she did not notice Gretel sneak up behind her. Gretel pushed the witch straight into the fire. The witch jumped up quickly and ran off to the lake to cool down. Gretel quickly opened the cage and the two of them ran off, taking as many sweets as they could carry. Soon they found their way home again. When they arrived, their father was very happy to see them, but there was no sign of their stepmother. Their father explained that he had thrown out their stepmother for being so mean to Hansel and Gretel, and had been searching for them ever since. They were all glad to be together again and ate a big dinner made of the sweets that Hansel and Gretel had taken. And they never saw the witch or their mean stepmother ever again. The end.